I hope you're doing well. About a week ago, I got back from a 2-week trip to Israel, and I want to talk about that for just a minute. Back in 2016, I had an encounter with the Lord. I was in New York City, and the Lord said that all the mobilizing and activating that we're doing in America was unto Israel. I didn't fully understand the significance of Israel in God's end time plan. And I would encourage you to watch. I'm going to actually include a link. It'll either be over here or over here at the end of the video on why Israel matters. The gospel has gone forth from Jerusalem to Judea, Samaria, and the ends of the earth. And now, in the sovereignty of God, it's returning from the ends of the earth to Israel. You don't want to live in this generation and miss the finale of the Great Commission that's going to take place in Israel. So check out that video. I want to talk to you about the trip I just got back from very quickly. There were 3 things that really marked me in this trip. The first was the encounters with God that I had in the land. I had many incredible times being in the presence of the Lord, but I had 2 radical encounters with God. One with the mercy of God, and then and that's part of actually a testimony. I'm going to also include a video I was doing daily reports from Israel as I went through the land, and those daily reports are in a playlist I'm going to include at the end of this video. I'd encourage you to watch them. It's like 40 minutes total with all the very short videos. But you're going to be blessed if you watch them and listen to what God was doing. And I talk about one of those encounters, the encounter with the mercy of God that we had towards the beginning of the trip. I had another encounter with the Lord that had to do with just how God had preserved. It was very personal to me, and he just kind of unpacked why he had me singing to an audience of one for many, many years, singing worship songs to the Lord in the secret place. So crazy encounters in the land. And we spend about, 2 hours with the Lord by ourselves. And then we come together as a team and spend a couple hours together kind of debriefing and while doing worship, prayer, and debriefing. The other thing that marked me on this trip was the family I experienced. This trip was 14 days. You don't spend 14 days with 4 other people ever in life. It just doesn't happen, except maybe your family. Even your family you don't, because you're leaving and coming and going and everybody's doing their own thing. But here you're with a group of people for 2 weeks straight, and when you're vulnerable and when you're transparent, there's an incredible depth of fellowship that takes place, and we experienced that on this trip. Not only did we experience family within our own team, but as we moved through the land and met with leaders, they were very transparent with us and very authentic in sharing their hearts and their ministries with us. The average time we had with a leader is like 3 to 4 hours. You don't spend 3 to 4 hours in a lunch meeting unless the Holy Spirit's moving. And we experienced that pretty much everywhere that we went in the land. So that was significant. And then the third thing that really marked me with this last trip to Israel was just how open people were to the gospel, how easy it was to make friends with people, and how open they were to the reality of Jesus being their Messiah. And so some very powerful encounters. We had multiple people come to the Lord while we were moving throughout the land, but many, many others that we became friends with and fully expect to continue to connect with them. I wanted to share all this with you because you may not have been able to come on this trip in January, but we're doing 2 more trips this year. The next one's in April, and then the final one's in October. And then in 2024, we're going to start taking 4 trips a year. We're making a long-term commitment to Israel. This next trip is April 14th to the 23rd. It's $4,000. Money is not an issue. If you will follow the instructions we give you about how to do partner development, God will bring the money in. In fact, it's part of his design to start to draw the church into his heart for Israel. So we have an info meeting this Monday, at Monday, February 6th, 6:30 to 9:30. And if you sign up, use the sign up button, you will, one of our admins will send you the location for that meeting. It's this Monday, February 6th, 6:30 to 9:30. You don't want to miss this Israel thing. Sign up, and hopefully we'll see you Monday. God bless you guys.